and welcome to this week's What's Hot. And the first bit of advice I'm going to give you is if there's any faintest hint of a storm coming, make sure that your car window is fully wound right to the top, because I don't know how long my seat is going to take to dry out. Well, in terms of stocks, some shareholders in Capital Metals feel as though they've been hung out to dry after the company announced it was raising £500,000 by placing 50 million penny shares on the market to do so. Now, this is a mineral sands company. What is mineral sands used for? Well, it contains titanium dioxide, which is used to produce pigments, and it's a raw material widely used in paints, plastics, papers, and inks, and titanium metal. Well, Capital Metals is approaching mine development stage at its Eastern Minerals project in Sri Lanka. But that approach has come to a halt because the thing is, with a business that's 5,500 miles away from the UK listed base and a boss in Australia, it's really hard to exert any influence, particularly when the company's industrial mining licenses have been suspended. They were suspended by the GSMB, which is the Geological Survey and Mines Bureau. They suspended the licenses at the end of last year. But the GSMB sounds as though it's in a bit of a pickle, and the casualty is Capital Metals and the shareholders who are seeing the value of their investment go down until this issue is sorted. So has anybody out there got a solution for Sri Lanka's economic woes? And Conroy Gold and Natural Resources, it too has raised money. It's raised £400,000. Now, this company has discovered a district-scale gold trend in Ireland, and that's called the Clontibret Licence Gold Deposit. It has, however, other exploration interests in Finland, for example, which for relatively low expenditures, says the chairman, could potentially yield highly interesting results for Conroy Gold. Also, investors pay attention to what other investors do, and they're watching the stakes being built up by a certain Jonathan Swan and in which companies he's doing so. He's an interesting character and knows a lot. So, lots of mining news in this What's Hot. Now, recently I was speaking to the chief executive of Panther Metals, Darren Hazelwood, who was saying that the fast approaching net zero deadlines, and we're talking just 7 years away, 2030, those fast approaching deadlines rely on raw materials, and to extract those raw materials you need the mining companies. Think about what's required for electric vehicles, for example. And his views have been echoed in a podcast by Bloomberg columnist Merrin Somerset Webb. She was speaking to Sky News economic editor Ed Conway about his book and discussed the 6 commodities we all need to live. So, mining, maybe not such a dirty world in the material world we are living in. I hope you're well. Take care. And I hope it stops raining. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere in that car for some time. Take care.